Good evening. This is Rock Bottom News, your source for Earth science related news. I'm your host. Our top story tonight: miners in Myanmar have discovered a ruby of thunderous Chungus size, considered to be the second largest by weight ever found in the conflict-battered Southeast Asian nation. And this was reported, of course, by state media. The ruby, measuring 11,000 carats, which is 2.2 kilos or 4.8 pounds, was unearthed near the town of Mogok, in the upper Mandalay region, the heartland of the lucrative mining industry that has recently experienced intense fighting in the country's wide-ranging civil war. While half the weight of the record holder, it is considered vastly more valuable as it is a ruby of much higher quality. In other news, a new species of fossil koala was found in a museum drawer. Long overlooked fossils in the Western Australian Museum collection have been identified as a new species of koala, named Pascalarctos solcomaxillaris. Ooh, first try. First try. The ancient animal disappeared from Western Australia at the end of the Pleistocene due to environmental issues. Before our next news item though, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, as it tremendously helps the channel, and it's free. But if you want to go a step further, then please consider checking out my website and or Patreon. Relevant links as well as the reference material can be found in the description and pinned comment of this video. Let's get back to the news. Our next story: scientists have for the first time clearly captured a subduction zone in the act of breaking apart. These zones form where one tectonic plate sinks beneath another, and they are responsible for some of the most powerful geological events on the planet. Using advanced seismic imaging, they found the Juan de Fuca plate, splitting into fragments as it sinks beneath North America. Rather than collapsing all at once, the plate is tearing piece by piece. The finding helps explain ancient plate fragments and could refine how scientists understand earthquake behavior. For our next story, scientists are stunned as a volcano cloud destroys methane in the atmosphere. Quite the gassy story. A colossal underwater volcano in the South Pacific may have revealed something interesting about the geological processes on our planet and how they affect our climate. After the 2022 eruption of Hunga Tonga, scientists detected enormous amounts of formaldehyde in the atmosphere, a telltale sign that methane, one of the planet's most powerful greenhouse gases, was being destroyed. Researchers now believe volcanic ash mixed with salty seawater and sunlight created reactive chlorine particles that effectively cleaned up some of the methane released by the eruption itself. Quite fascinating. And finally, lithium in the eastern United States could replace imports for a century or more. In the northern Appalachians, the assessment estimates substantial concentrations in Maine. According to the United States Geological Survey, the Appalachian region of the eastern United States contains an estimated 2.3 million metric tons of undiscovered, economically recoverable lithium, enough to replace 328 years of U.S. imports at last year's level. My question, of course, would be, what do you mean by economically recoverable? Lithium mining around the world is quite destructive. So what would recovering this lithium look like? However, that is a question for another time. That has been the news for today. Thanks so much for watching. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, sharing this video out there, and I look forward to seeing you in the next Rock Bottom News. Goodbye for now.